I'm Hendrik Booz, and I'm your CAS coordinator at Marshall High School for the diploma program. A couple of you guys have asked me what are appropriate experiences. Well, the easiest answer to learn about that is to go to your CAS homepage. Yours is going to look different because I have access to everybody. And on the right-hand side, you see all of these links. Well, you can do this brainstorming activity, and you're asked to make a copy using your Fairfax County Schools.net account. And the basic premise here is that you would start thinking about what you're doing to use your mind. So are you doing cooking classes? Are you still part of a virtual club? Are you composing music? Are you building something in your backyard? Anything you do in life requires the use of your mind. And so this is a very kind of open strand. And the strands are creativity, activity, and service, or what we think of as the mind, the body, and maybe the soul or the community. So then down here for activity, this is just anything you're doing to get your heart rate up, work on your flexibility, basically sweat. So is that going to be a group sport like soccer or lacrosse or field hockey? Or is there going to be something more individual like plyometrics or yoga or Pilates or walking around your neighborhood? And then service, what are you doing to help the community? This is going to be probably the most difficult aspect because of the lack of collaboration this year during the pandemic. But, a lot of people are going out and cleaning up the C&O Canal, or they're picking up trash in their neighborhood like I do. It could also be that they are packaging supplies, or working in a food kitchen, or helping out at, one of the local community clubs, or even if that's part of a, religious affiliation. As long as you're not proselytizing or preaching, the word of your religion, you can do something like that. And so that's an easy first start, that brainstorming sheet. Second thing is this CAS website, and this website's supposed to help you with everything you need. And so you can click here on strands and hours. It explains what they are. I gave you some resources, but here are a bunch of different ideas for experiences in creativity, activity, and service. How are you counting your hours, finding experiences, and there's some more listed here that were pre-pandemic, but the basic premise is that you can't do anything that's paid. You can't do anything that's religiously affiliated, meaning that you are witnessing in your faith. So if you are part of a church youth club, as long as you're not talking about religion in itself, maybe just being a good person, that's not proselytizing. And then you can't do anything partisan politics. So you can't support a specific party, but you can certainly do something like get out the vote. So there's a good idea for helping you with the strands and the activities. Then it comes to writing the descriptions. And if you write the descriptions, we're looking for you to have about a paragraph dealing with the 5 W's. And they are, with whom are you working? What are you doing? Where is this taking place? When is it taking place? What's the time span? You're going to see if you have something listed and it has a time clock, an orange time clock, it means that you haven't done it quite correctly. So this one will eventually be, or was eventually approved. But I want you to break them out, and for every learning outcome, and there are 7, you should have a goal. All right. And so what I've asked you guys to do is take a look at, the website that we're on right now, and you can set goals using these bullet points right here. I don't want you to say, I want to grow my strength as a baseball player. I want you to talk to me about bat speed, pitching form, fielding ability, something very specific. Ideally, you're not saying, I hope to challenge myself. Like, what is the specific challenge? Are you working on tonality in your vocal exercises? I mean, how specific can you be? That's going to help you set the strongest goals. And so we can actually take a look right now at some of your peers. Let's take a look at Tommy Delta's. So he has a Bethesda Soccer Club where he has listed 3 learning outcomes, and you're going to need a reflection for each. So don't get click happy. And so let's take a look at the goal. Collaborative skills. I want to get better at communicating with my teammates and being more vocal to help the team. Perfect. That's may not be completely specific, but it works. I want to become stronger so I can win the ball more on the soccer field. I think that one is, again, a little vague, but he could talk a little bit about maybe defensive positioning, or he could talk about watching his opponent's hips, because that's typically the way that a fielder in any sport is going to move. Commitment and perseverance. I want to become more engaged and work harder in soccer. I will do this by creating a soccer schedule. That one sounds to me more like initiative and planning if he's going to create a schedule. If it's going to be about commitment and perseverance, he may dedicate himself to a certain number of hours per week that he's going to work on soccer. Here he's got his coach, an email address. We're good to go. And so that's why I approved this one. For golfing with Grandpa, we didn't approve it because he didn't finish it. And that's pretty much it. So you can click right here. It's going a little slow today. He just needs to fix it. And it can't, your grandpa, any family member cannot be your supervisor, nor can I. So you got to find somebody else, maybe a trusted teacher or something like that. So you can see that a couple of your peers, your junior peers, have started logging their experiences. Let's take a look at some of the seniors, though, because the seniors are almost done for all intents and purposes. They are way ahead of you guys. And so here, we'll just go to, say, Eugene's. So Eugene, boom, 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 has added a couple new things since Friday when I last looked at this. I created this COVID-19 experience for everybody, and so I asked her to come up with goals and things like that. She set some goals about baking and being more productive, and then changing the lives of people in her neighborhood, which she then wrote about in these reflections. And in a reflection, I'll show you that in a second. So then we have Embolden, this high school tutoring program. And then girls varsity tennis, painting a mural, working out at the gym, SGA, teacher assistant in the Korean United Methodist Church. Again, here, she is not teaching Sunday school. She is helping to work with elementary school students' skills, volunteering at Inova Hospital. So you can see that almost anything can be CAS, at least it's how you frame it. So Tommy's golfing with grandpa can work, he's just got to find somebody else. Let's go to Josh, who is doing the golden trophy. That means he's writing more reflections than people who are just on track, and you'll explain that in more depth. He's part of the CAS mentorship program, if you got to meet him a couple Fridays ago. Lifting weights, his No Place for Hate, Statesman Singers, Statesman Theater, all of those elements. And you can see that there's a whole bunch of dates. He's clicked on these different strands. A lot of this is just adding the experiences. And so if you click in the upper right-hand corner, Managed Back helps you to go through all this, and it really just means that you are looking at the start date, looking at the end date. Again, you don't want to get click happy. It's easy to click all 7 of these learning outcomes. Just pick 1 or 2, no more than 3 for an experience. I hope this helps you a little bit, and I hope you're able to understand CAS a little bit better because of this short video. Have a wonderful day.